Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. This isn't a filter, I swear. I don't know how to do that. I'm in the natural light. I'll just get started because today's topic, I'm like genuinely really fired up about this. And I talk to you guys, those of you that are personal friends with me, I talk to you guys about this all the time. This is something that I firmly believe that I coined and nobody can take away from me. And it's something that I call Shouldville. What am I talking about? What is Shouldville? How many times a day do you use the word should? That's Shouldville. Oh, I'm glowing, you guys. Neon. Sorry, that's bugging me. Okay, yay, I fixed it. Anyway, to me, that's Shouldville. Every time you say, I am and I should be. I am 38, I should be farther along by now. I am, I should be. You are, you should be. I am, I should be. Should be what? It's this fictitious Stepford Wives place, Shouldville. Shouldville is where all the things should, all the should. I should have my doctorate. I should make more money. I should lose weight. I should. Right? It really just turns into something that you like kick your ass with because you're not there. You don't live in Shouldville. Shouldville is like the Truman Show in your mind. Like this fucking place that everything is great and nothing is wrong there and all the things happen like they should. It's just a box checking place. It's just a place where all the boxes have been checked and it doesn't really exist. There's no actual Shouldville is only up here. It's only what we use to kick our butts about what we haven't done or where we could be that we're not, or why aren't we farther along with this? Why don't we look better? Why don't we sound better? Why don't we act better? Why aren't we better? It's just this we should be. Who says what we should? You do. When we're giving the should, who's telling you? Where did that should come from? For my friends that are my age, I'm 38, full transparent, just turned 38 in February. For anybody in my similar age that doesn't have children, I think this is a really good example, okay? Maybe at home you're like, I should have a family because I'm 38, so I should have a family. And this is, of course, especially what, women do this from the exiting Gen X to the millennials. Like millennials and after, you guys already know that you can decide for yourself how you family plan, right? But I'm still the last generation where we were told as girls, you're just being trained basically for how to find a guy because you're going to grow up and get married and have kids. So if you're my age right now, you might be living in a Shouldville of your own that you should have this family, blah, 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 blah. Well, what does Shouldville do is it becomes our reality constantly is being compared in our minds to this Shouldville Stepford wife land of fictitious fantasy. There's no place that exists that everything that should happen happens. If so, that there wouldn't be so much injustice, there wouldn't be so much suffering, there wouldn't be so much imbalance in the world. The things that should aren't. We already know that. Stop with the should. Seriously, you can delete it altogether. It's just a way to beat yourself up for something that isn't even a real place. Shouldville isn't even a real place. Just like the Truman Show. Right? And just like the reason I love that movie so much is because it really does illustrate kind of often the things. I think it really did change Jim Carrey, that role too, because after that he started saying some really profound things about how he really wishes that everybody could get rich and famous and have everything that they ever wanted so that they could realize that that's not the answer. Oh, it's like one of the most brilliant thought-provoking things, because he did achieve all those things, and he's straight up telling us like all of the other rich and famous people that we have lost to mental illness, for example, it isn't the answer. But going back what I was saying, because my mind is a highway, and if I get even one lane over, then it's like I'm all the way lost. But really with Shouldville, most important to remember is that it's like the Truman Show in the sense that this isn't real. The Truman Show, the reason he recognized it was really off It wasn't just because the producers messed up and he started seeing little glitch things. It was because it was so off that everything could be so perfect all the time. You would notice that things are like that. We can't acknowledge good if we don't have bad. That's another video. But Shouldville, when we're beating ourselves up, it's about this place that we think we should always be. You should have kids by now. You should be farther along in your career by now. You should this and this and this and this. It's not a real place. You shouldn't even want to be there. It's not a real place. Do you know what lives in Shouldville? If this gives you any reference for, in my mind, this place that I made up when I'm trying to tell you guys to stop beating yourself up that you don't live in Shouldville. Another thing that lives in Shouldville is ready. Ready lives in Shouldville. Ready is this like magical feeling that we're going to feel where all the stars are going to align and the timing is going to be perfect and we're going to feel fantastic and we're going to be in everything harmony, and that's ready. It makes me laugh when we talk about things like, oh, I'm not ready, or I'm ready. For certain things that people are talking about it with, it's like a Shouldville thing. It's like there's going to be no ready. You have to do it scared. Excuse me. You have to do it when you're thinking about it. When you say you're going to do it, there's not this like, well, I have to be ready first. It's like, well, prepare to never do it if you think you're going to be ready. Just like the way that we beat ourselves up about Shouldville. The way that we beat ourselves up about Shouldville is really this masterpiece canvas of all the things in our mind that we have created. I'll share with you some of my Shouldville. I actually haven't even posted about this on my personal page yet. It kind of makes me laugh. But 2 days ago would have been my 20 years of service in the military. And I couldn't do that for medical reasons, and it really bothered me for the very longest time. And it's not that it doesn't bother me anymore. I would have officially been eligible to retire right now. That brings up a lot for me. And there's a lot of Shouldville there. There's a lot of Shouldville with the very close friends of mine that are still active duty, that are promoting to ranks that I wanted to achieve, that are doing things that I wanted to achieve. And I'm, of course, cheering the loudest. I'm very happy for them. I genuinely am not salty or bitter anymore at all. I was a little bit, but not toward them, but toward it, like, losing my career and whatever. I'm sincerely not now. I'm thankful. Thankful for unanswered prayers, thankful Shouldville didn't happen for me, thankful I was not taken to Shouldville, but the should still, that's where I should be. This is what I should have done. This is this and this and this, and should, all of those things aren't real things. You're beating yourself up over a place that doesn't exist. It belongs in this Shouldville, Stepford Wives, where everything perfect happens, where you don't have any detours, where you went straight from high school and you got your college degree and now you're working at your perfect dream job and you married your dream spouse and you have children and you've never been divorced and you've never been unfaithful and you've never had financial problems and you've never been sick in your life and you've never been overweight and you've never struggled with your parents and you had a perfect childhood, and that is Shouldville. That's all the things that we feel bad about ourselves that we didn't have, is this place that nobody had, that nobody has. Shouldville is not a place. It doesn't exist. So what could be our takeaway for our understanding about Shouldville and how it's just this Truman Show bubble that doesn't exist? Is that maybe now we can be a little nicer to ourselves that we don't live there. Maybe now we can stop even talking about like we're going to go visit. Stop with the should. Try to catch yourself with how many times a day you say the word should. We should, I should. Try to notice. Let's just have this be like a Words with Yoda homework exercise. And I would love if you comment and tell me. But let's try. How many times do we say should? That we should, that so-and-so should. How many times a day? Just try to catch yourself and ask yourself when you're doing it. Is this a realistic thing? Is this a standard that I'm beating myself up for not upholding this standard of this fictitious place somewhere? Or is this really something that I need to be doing, and then make it I could do this, but not I should? Should implies that there's subjection, or it's subjection, that it's this necessary, you should be And I just think it's really harmful. I think Shouldville is a place that none of us should want to go to, and it's most certainly a standard that you should stop beating yourself up about. So, my love and light to you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you let me know if you like all the things, or you can tag and invite some of your friends. As always, the page is public, and I would love to hear from you. So, my love and light. Thank you so much. Words with Yoda.